Why is it that people walk all over you, ignore you, or quietly disrespect you, even when you're smart, kind, or morally upright? Why does the world reward arrogance and punish decency? Why do you stay overlooked while others command attention, even when they're less qualified, less ethical, even less intelligent? Niccolo Machiavelli would have seen the reason instantly, and it's not what you think. Today, you'll learn the uncomfortable truth about respect, power, and how your mindset silently signals weakness without you ever opening your mouth. If you've ever felt overlooked, dismissed, or misunderstood, this isn't just a video. It's a mirror, and the reflection might sting. But by the end, you'll see the world and your place in it very differently. First, let's examine the lie you were taught about being respected. You were told to be nice, to be good, kind, helpful, humble. You believed, maybe still believe, that people will respect you if you're morally upright, that being a good person means being treated well. Machiavelli would laugh, not because you're wrong, but because you're naive. In The Prince, he wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both." That one sentence flips your world upside down, because he knew morality does not guarantee respect. Power does. Look around. Who gets attention? Who leads conversations? Who sets the rules? It's not always the most moral. Often, it's the boldest, the clearest, the ones willing to bend rules while you're still waiting for someone to give you permission to be respected. You were conditioned by school, by media, maybe even by family, to conflate niceness with value. But the truth is this: being liked is not the same as being respected. And often, they don't even coexist. Do you say yes when you want to say no? Do you go out of your way to please others? Do you avoid conflict like it's fire? Then don't be surprised when people walk right through you. You're not teaching them to respect you. You're training them to ignore you. Respect isn't given to goodness. It's given to perceived power. What if the real reason people dismiss you is something you are silently projecting? You think you're being humble, quiet, polite, but Machiavelli would say you are being invisible. In his words, men judge more by the eye than by the hand because everyone sees you, but few truly know you. Translation: your image, the way you carry yourself, often matters more than your actual intentions. You might be speaking gently, but your posture, your hesitations, your eyes darting away in conversation, they're all screaming one thing: don't take me seriously. People can feel weakness. They can sense when someone is desperate to be liked, to be accepted. They smell it like blood in the water, not because they're cruel, but because humans are social predators, wired to recognize strength and avoid following those who lack it. Watch yourself. Do you laugh nervously? Do you apologize when you've done nothing wrong? Do you over-explain yourself, hoping people will get you? These are not harmless habits. They are social suicide. You don't need to be loud or aggressive to be respected. You need presence, precision, calm clarity. Power is projected, not requested. If you're not actively shaping how people see you, they're filling in the blanks, and their assumptions won't flatter you. You still believe that respect is something you can earn by waiting. Let's destroy that illusion. We want to believe in fairness, that if we do the right thing, speak kindly, act justly, the world will reciprocate. It won't. Respect is not a trophy handed out at the end of a moral race. It's not earned by patience. It's seized through clarity, through boundaries, through strategy. Machiavelli understood this when he said, "The prince must learn to be not only a man, but also a beast." What does that mean for you? It means if you're still waiting for people to respect your time, your voice, your ideas, you've already lost. Because every day, people are reading your script, and you're playing the role they expect. The agreeable one, the quiet one, the one who never pushes back. Think about the coworker who interrupts you, the friend who always jokes at your expense, the partner who dismisses your needs. They're not villains. They're responding to the script you've given them. And if your default script says, "I tolerate this," then guess what? They'll give you more to tolerate. You don't change this by becoming louder. You change it by becoming deliberate. Respect isn't requested. It's enforced, sometimes silently. If this is resonating, if your worldview's cracking a little, subscribe. I don't make videos to please the algorithm. I make them to disturb your comfort zone. Now let's talk about the real battlefield. Inside your mind. You're not just battling people. You're battling a version of yourself that was trained to survive by pleasing. Somewhere along the line you learned, if I stay small, people won't attack me. If I avoid conflict, I'll be safe. And maybe that worked for a while, but it doesn't build respect. It builds resentment inside you and around you. Machiavelli said, "It is not titles that honor men, but men that honor titles." What does that mean in your life? It means the world will treat you according to how you treat yourself. If you believe you're not worth listening to, you'll mumble. If you believe your needs are a burden, you'll never state them. If you think people will abandon you when you say no, they will, because they were never there for you to begin with. The enemy isn't just out there. It's in your nervous system, your reactions, your survival patterns. Drop the old script. Stop apologizing for existing. Say less and mean more. Don't ask for space. Take it. People don't respect noise. They respect signal. Respected people move differently because they think differently. Let's dismantle a myth. Being feared doesn't mean being cruel. It means being untouchable. It means people think twice before disrespecting you. A quiet person who radiates presence. A calm boss who never yells, but whose silence pierces. These people are feared, not out of terror, but because they don't tolerate nonsense, and everyone knows it. Machiavelli warned, "It is much safer to be feared than loved, when one of the two must be lacking." Why? Because love is fragile. Fear endures. You don't need to bark orders or dominate rooms. You just need to be the kind of person others can't afford to cross. That starts by removing the need to be liked. You don't need to be admired. You need to be respected enough not to be disrespected. If you're ready to bury the old you, here's where it starts. The person you are right now is the reason nobody respects you. Harsh, maybe, but honest. And the most painful part? You're keeping that version alive, feeding it, protecting it, because you're terrified of who you'd have to become if you let it die. But listen, the people you admire, the ones who move through the world with magnetic presence, they weren't born that way. They killed off versions of themselves you're still nurturing. They learned to say no, to choose discomfort over disrespect, to lose people rather than lose themselves. Machiavelli didn't preach cruelty. He preached clarity, the clarity to know when to act, when to withhold, when to dominate, and when to vanish completely. You're not powerless. You're just undecided. So decide. Now, burn the version of you who waits for respect. Become the one who commands it, silently, strategically, unshakably. Who would you become if you stopped asking for respect and started expecting it?